Dear viewers, welcome to my channel. If you are looking for a guidance to build your 3D model of logic gates for class 12 physics project under CBSE board, then you stepped in a right place. This video will guide you step by step to build the project at your own. After watching this video, you really do not need to take any further help from outside to build your model. And do not worry. It will work as explained, not unlikely other videos. After preparing the whole thing, you notice that the model is not working or you are unable to follow the circuit properly because it was not explained properly or done so fast that you could not notice or some part is hidden from the camera. No, not like that. I am trying to explain you the whole thing in very simple and easy steps. And I assure you, you won't find it difficult at all to follow. All you need to do is keep patience and watch the full video once and then replay the sections from the timeline that you need to review. For your convenience, I have segregated this video in three main sections. Number one, circuit design and its logic. Number two, components used and its function. Number three, building the 3D model practically. Now, without wasting your time and to make the video short, I am coming to the subject directly. Please make sure that you watched the full video, otherwise you may end up with half knowledge which leads you to failure. This is the circuit. Watch carefully. I have attached here a 9-volt battery which has a positive and a negative terminal. Now, first I am explaining the workings of this circuit board. First I am going through the AND gate. See, here is two inputs, two switch through which the current will pass, A and B, and a output marked as Y, where a LED will glow if your conditions satisfied. So, what will happen in AND gate when two inputs A and B inputs are 0, that means no current, switch is off, then output will be 0, no current, light will not glow. Either of the input or switch is on or off, then in both the cases the light will be off, no output, light will not glow. The light will glow only when both the switches are on, that means both the conditions are satisfied, then you will get output and LED will glow. This is the explanation of AND gate. Now I am coming to OR gate. As you know, either of the condition if satisfied, then only the out you will get output. That means when both the switches are off, then no output, both the conditions are not satisfied. Either of the condition, that means either of the switch is on, then you will get output, that means light will glow, and both the conditions are satisfied, you will get output, that means light will glow. Now I am coming to NOT gate. When no current passes through the switch, you will get output. That means if the condition is not satisfied, then only you will get output. That means when switch is off, no current is passing, then you will get a output, that means LED will glow. When switch is on, there is no output, 0. Here I have placed two switches A and B. From positive terminal, current will go to this switch first, and then if this switch is on, then current will pass on to this switch. And again, if this switch is on, then only current pass through this diode, this diode to LED, and after passing a resistor, it will come to the negative terminal. That means when both the switches are on, then only current go through this circuit and you will get an output. Now OR gate. Notice here two switches placed and I have given the current to both the switches simultaneously. That means if on any one of the switches are on, then current will pass through this diode to LED. That means any one switch or both the switches are on condition, current will pass through this LED and LED will glow. Check carefully this diagram, this circuit. The positive terminal is always supplying a current through this resistor to LED and the current will return through this line. That means current is always there. If your main switch is on, then current always will pass through this circuit. Therefore, switch is defunct here. It does not depend on the switch and the current is always there in the circuit. Now, how this will regulate to pass the current through this LED when switch is off, and how will restrict the current to go through this switch when the switch current is not passing or this switch is on. Here comes the functionality of a transistor. Uh, I'm coming to this section one by one again, starting from this diode. The function of diode, the function of diode is regulate the current to a particular direction. That means this is one directional, this is negative side and this is positive side. That means if I reverse this diode, no current will be passed to this direction towards LED. So therefore, it has to be this direction only. You need to place this diode here. And you know the function of a resistor. I must tell you first that, otherwise you will commit a mistake. I am using a 9-volt battery here, and if you directly connect this 9-volt battery to this LED, then your LED will burn. So to limit the current through this circuit, we are using resistor of 100 ohms here. You may use 220 ohms, 1k ohms, but purposely I have used in these two circuit, that means AND gate and OR gate, I have used 100 ohms, and purposely I have used here the 1k resistor for NOR gate, NOT gate. Now you must take a note that LED has a positive and negative side as well. Diode has a positive and negative side, and transistor has three legs. One leg is base, that is basically activator. When current passes through this leg, the transistor is being activated, and the collector, see the next to collector, this leg is collector and this leg is emitter. When this switch is off, when this switch is off, the light will glow. How it will glow when this switch is off? Because we are passing a current always through this resistance to LED, which is coming back to negative terminal when this switch is off. And what happens when we provide a current to this transistor? When current provided to base leg, the transistor activates. And then when transistor activates, let me explain further details. Initially, when no current is there in base, this circuit is open. That means transistor is not activated. When current passes through this base leg, the transistor activates. That means the circuit is closed now. When circuit closes to this resistor, this collector leg started to collect current from here and passes through this transistor to emitter. And you remember, current always finds its shortest path to flow. So when this current transistor is on, by switching on this switch, current bypasses this LED section and it passes through this transistor to negative terminal. By this way, when we switch on this switch, current bypasses this section. That means LED does not glow during the transistor when the transistor is activated. By this way, NOT gate is working, right?